Good day. We need to set in a little night vision here. Gotta get rid of this and get night going. Make it as difficult as possible with a good rainstorm. We got a lot of rain this last winter, so this is what we had to fly around in California quite often. And we're heading for San Francisco. We're going to put you back in here, and we're set up to intercept the final approach course here that's in the magenta. And we'll couple up to that. We'll hit approach, and going up to 1,800 feet. There's 1,800 feet right there. And we're going to intercept this course line. So we're ready to go, and let's do it. Okay, up off the ground. Get the wheels up and the flaps up, and we'll get back inside on our instruments, and everything's looking pretty good. We're kind of tracking over to the left. We want to go over to the right, so we'll turn on our autopilot, see if it couples up on that. We're at 900 feet. And it's not quite ready to couple yet, so we'll level out to fly over to the course. I guess we have to get close enough to that for it to intersect. And we're coming up on our altitude. We can reduce our power. Try the autopilot again. And I think it's going to level off. Yep, leveled off. Okay, we look pretty good. We need to be going about 150 to intercept the final approach. The other aircraft will be proceeding along at about 150 knots. We're a little fast, so we can come back on the power. Get it down to 150, 160. So we're intercepting the final approach course. We can look outside for a second. Sometimes you see some lights here and there. Those aren't lights. Those are just areas, pinpointed runways and so forth to help me when I'm flying along, so you keep informed as to where we are if I don't know where I am. So let's see how our speed is, 180, so we get it back down to 150. And what we do, since we've intercepted the final approach course, we go ahead and hit approach button right there. And that, when we get to the outer marker, which is right about in that location, looking at the right screen here, just to the right of the middle. We'll proceed along. 160 is good. We got our 1,800 feet, which is our altitude at the outer marker. And we'll just continue on in for 28 right landing. We'll go outside, look outside for a minute here. Hayward is over that way. Sometimes you can see some lights here and there, but it's solid instruments. We'll go back inside, And we'll be coming up on the outer marker here, and we'll start down. And when it gets slowed down a little more, we'll put the wheels down and some flaps. But we want to keep our speed up just in case we got some traffic behind us. There's a little indication that we're still in this world. Probably that's Foster City down there. And pretty quick here, we're just starting down. We just went past the outer marker. And I can come back on the power just a little bit. And we're starting to pick up a little bit of the strobe at San Francisco. We'll be popping in and out of the scud here as we crawl down the glide slope. This little triangle here indicates we're right on the glide slope. And we got 164. Let's see if we can get the gear down. We'll come back on the power a little bit and go outside. Okay, there's our gear. And we'll come in with a 1 notch of flap. That ought to do that pretty good. And we'll go back to inside so we can see our instruments are doing well. All these things are in the green, showing the autopilot is functioning properly. Right under the arrow here, it wants to go out, but all those green at the top of that screen indicate we're tracking, everything is tracking right. We're got 130. Now we can slow down a little bit more because our landing speed, it can be about 80 to 90. And we're at 500. We're going down to about sea level. We should be picking up the strobe. Probably we'd have minimums with this setup of about 200 and a half a mile. So there's our runway. And we could go up here and see that just a little better. And of course the scud's still coming in and out, but and it's indicating we're slightly low, but we're right on the money here. And we'll take a look outside at it landing. Take the power off. And we'll just hold it off here. A little bit of a skip. There we go. And we'll hit the reverser. That slowed us down pretty good. Get the flap up. And we'll just wait for this next one here. There we go. There we go. We'll go to the inside one. And then you can imagine that it would take a little while to find the general aviation, which would be straight ahead. It's where I used to unload the mail after I land long. So we'll shut her down and get over here out of the way and pretend that they got us to our parking. Thanks for riding along. That's your instrument approach. into SFO. Thanks for riding along. Take a quick look around. Show you what's going on here. We can get the lights out. There we go. Back toward the tower. So it's pretty gruesome. We do have probably a little better than a mile visibility underneath here. At least a couple of miles visibility underneath. But it was pretty thick. Thanks for riding along. Bye.